All right, y'all, I'm finna pull up on the first one, and this is the one that the lady came up to the truck last week, and I told her I'd have to come back, but it wasn't on the schedule for that day. So it's a new customer. Her old landscaper, he retired after the season, so he came back and cleaned it one time for the leaves, and now I'm going to get the remainder of the leaves up, and moving forward, I'll be doing the property. She signed on for this off season and then next season. So I'm happy about that, you know. But this will be the first time that I've done any work for her. So I'm by myself. You know, it doesn't look too good being by yourself, but I'm sure that most homeowners would rather have a 2 or 3 man crew come, but it's not feasible for me. I just do them by myself this time of year when I ain't got no help, and you know, it ain't bad weather, it ain't hot, it ain't cold, it's just work, man. That's all it is. So I'll get some video over here. I got a tripod. I'm going to set the camera up on a tripod and see what kind of footage I can get or not get. The thing with this property here is there's a lot of leaves at the bottom of the hill. The bottom of the hill meaning that it's at the front, at the roadside, on the street. And see, that causes a problem for me because I like to be able to mulch everything up into the grass. So it's going to be have to do a little manual stuff to get the leaves up on the road. I'm gonna go around back and get that back, blow it out real good and everything before I do anything. I'll assess and I'll be looking at, you know, the roadway and all the leaves on the roads. There's a lot of leaves out there, so I might could have got a little bit more money. I told her 150. I might be able to get a little. I might have been able to get a little bit more money out of her for this one cleanup, but you know, I was really more or less just trying to you know, get the customer after much thought and internal debate. You know, even though I don't like the layout of the property and blah blah blah, it's on the same street I do 2 other ones. So for me not to try to get that job and that customer, that just ain't good business. So definitely gonna do right by her, make her glad that she hired me, put it that way. So, you know, having help out there, sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes that's a bad thing. The good thing is, well, you know, you got 2 more hands, 2 more feet, you got more labor. So the bad thing is, if the help won't do right and I'm yelling at them and shit, it don't look good either. Okay, so I'm pulling down the street, and you can see that this street right here, with all these oak trees and stuff, they are just huge oak trees, and the oak trees are actually tearing the sidewalk and everything up. But there's a problem here with the leaves on every property because I don't know what would make them put a big oak trees out here on the roadway and stuff. So, you know, you can see that having those trees out here is really makes things a little bit more difficult. I don't know if Ralph probably doesn't want me to do his, but this is the property right here, y'all, that I'm going to be doing today. And there is a lot of leaves out here on the roadway. You see, you hate blowing leaves uphill. Okay, guys, so I'm going to get some time lapse over here, and while I'm blowing this one, it's Ray, and I'll get back with you guys. Okay guys, so I got done with that one. I'll show you. We're gonna hit this one right here too while I'm here. Down there where my mower is the one we just did, or I just did. They got a company that comes through the HOA, from the HOA, that sucks up these leaves if you pile them up. Most of the customers that I have don't pile them up over here. They just pay me to mulch them all up. But when they get far out like that, you gotta pile them up somewhere, but it's just too overwhelming to mulch. So that's basically what I did. She told me to pile them up down there in the bottom of the cul-de-sac, and so that's what I did. Not that I particularly agree with that, but yeah, it's what you have to do what the customer pays you to do. So now I'm gonna do this one right here, and yeah. Okay guys, so I got the new one done, and I also did the one across the street. So that's $200, and I didn't make great time on it. Probably around 3 hours, y'all, total, you know. So, you know, roughly, you know, $60 an hour, give or take. The main thing is I got the new customer, and everything went good. She paid me. She was grateful. She didn't mind spending. So these are all the things that checkbox that I look for when I'm filling out a new customer. So, you know, she didn't expect the impossible. A lot of customers hire you, come over there, and then they expect the impossible, you know, for, you know, $150 or whatever. You know, I don't offer the impossible. So, you know, but anyway, she paid me. She was happy, and I picked up another customer. So you don't actually know that you picked up another customer until you start getting money from them. And me and her had a conversation about things she wants to do in the future, moving forward, especially during, you know, for the spring of next year, 2020. So that's cool. Satisfy the new customer. I did the other one across the street from there. So I did the cleanup. I made $200 and in 3 hours. Now moving forward on that one, that first one, the new customer. Moving forward, I'll do that. I can do that one a lot quicker. See, because I came in behind another landscaper that kind of just, that kind of just left it, you know. So that was the deal on that. I don't normally do that. I mean, I would do it, but you know, most of the time when the landscaper starts, they usually finish out the season all the way until all the leaves are picked up, and then they retire. So I don't know what happened to the other landscaper. You know, he may have retired, but whatever he did, he didn't finish up before he retired. I know that. It's like he was there, and then he left all of a sudden or whatever. I don't know, because there's a lot of things that I noticed that were half done. But anyway, got that one zipped up, got the other one zipped up. I got my money, and yeah, that's a day. I'm gonna call it a day. I got some stuff going on. My Bobcat is in the shop. Hope to get it out today or tomorrow. I got the bumper for this truck is coming today after lunch by freight to my house. So I got to be there for that. So that's kind of what what I'm thinking about right now. And I didn't have to come off no labor, so at the end of the day, it cost me about $25 in fuel, and I ended up getting $200 total. So it's not that great, but like I was saying this morning, it can keep the wheels turning, man. It'll keep everything going. So, you know, if I could take care of, get the skid steer home today, and get the bumper for the truck today, then that's a successful day, if you ask me. So, anyway, this is Ray, and headed back to the house.